Hello, I'm an old guy and I do maths. And today we've got an interesting question. This is one that a student of mine put to me, and he asked me what would happen if I completed the square for what is essentially a perfect square. And he had this example, which it may or may not be readily apparent to people that this is a perfect square. So I took up the challenge. I'd never done it, and I just wanted to see what would happen. So here's something for your amusement. Okay, well, what do we do? Well, we've got a coefficient of x squared that's other than 1, so we divide through by 4, and we get this. Our next step is to separate this. This is how I do this anyway, because I hate dealing with an entire line of positives and negatives that often winds up confusing me. So we do this. We put 49 over 4 over here, make it negative because we subtract it from both sides. We halve this and square it, and because we added this to this side, we add it to this side. Now, when we square this, we get something interesting. We get the positive version of this. So this is going to end up as 0, and we're going to wind up with the perfect square on the left-hand side. Now, I already said this thing was a perfect square, but this is just the proof of it. So if we move down the page a little bit, this is what we get. We can rewrite this in this form. This equals 0, so we have 4 into x plus 7 over 2 squared equals 0. And we can write it like this if we so desire. The solution for x is negative 7 over 2. Now, below this, I've treated this as a perfect square and just gone about factorizing it in the normal way, taking the square root of that and the square root of that and putting them in brackets. And this is what I got. I got 2x plus 7, 2x plus 7, which I could rewrite like this if I so desired. But if I were just looking for the solution for this, which is really what you set out to do, I think, when you're dealing with completing the square, if I were just looking for the solution for this, I'd just make one of these brackets equal 0 because they're both the same. So 2x plus 7 equals 0. Let's get some room here. 2x equals negative 7. X equals negative 7 over 2, which is what I've got here and what I've got here. So it's an interesting exercise. I've never done it before. I suppose the thing that you can learn from this is that, well, probably the most beneficial lesson from this is how to deal with a quadratic where the coefficient of x squared is something other than 1. The rest of it is just really an intellectual exercise, and you can see that if you recognize this thing as a perfect square to start with, it'll be a whole lot faster solving it. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.